What's going on, everyone? I got a story today, and this story takes place back in 10th grade, way back in the day. This even takes place before I had met Katrina, and I'd buy weed from this brother and sister, and one day the brother tells me that he's got some tabs. I had only taken acid a few times before this, so I was pretty excited. And I had bought 2 tabs from this guy, and I had taken them on 2 separate days. So the first day I had taken the first tab, and it was after school. It was like 5 p.m. and they were honestly some weak tabs. I was barely having any visuals. It was like mild stuff, and I was just having these really weird deep thoughts, and you know, of course the closed eye visuals, I was having those. And I was having them until I fell asleep at like 2 a.m. And I was basically just playing video games and listening to music off my phone until then. And the next morning, I wake up at like 8 a.m. I eat some breakfast, and by 10 a.m. I take the second tab. And I'm chilling in my room waiting for this tab to hit. And like an hour and a half later, I realize I'm not really tripping that much. I'm just feeling really worn out and burnt out. Like, I had this headache and I wanted to go to sleep. And normally I smoke whenever I trip. It helps me fall asleep, it helps me with my anxiety, and it just makes me feel better when I'm tripping. And this time, I didn't have any weed. Back then I was 15 and I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money. I just had that $20 and I had to pick acid or weed. Because back then I was being charged $15 a gram, and these tabs were 10 apiece. And I had $20, and I really wanted to trip. I didn't know when I was ever going to get acid again or come across another psychedelic. So I bought the acid, and I had no weed. So I was feeling kind of like not okay. Like, I need my weed, especially when I'm tripping. And at this point it's like 3 p.m. and I'm just really tired. And I've got this headache of tiredness and just feeling my head being split open and just feeling worn out from the acid. And I realized I haven't eaten since breakfast, since like 8:30 a.m. So I finally leave my room. I go to the bathroom. I put some water on my face. I try to freshen up a little, brush my hair, stuff like that. Get a glass of water, and I go into the kitchen, and I'm looking around. I'm trying to find something that's easy on my stomach, something that's not super heavy, like, I don't know, chicken nuggets or pizza. Something like saltine crackers and applesauce or some toast. Because at this point, the acid was wearing off, and I needed to rejuvenate my body. I needed food, and I didn't really have an appetite, so I needed something, like, simple. So I was looking around in the kitchen, and I opened the refrigerator, and I'm looking for some applesauce. And I'm looking, and I don't see anything I could eat. I'm just seeing ingredients. I'm seeing ranch, and I'm seeing like just chocolate syrup and slices of ham and other cold cuts and vegetables and stuff like that. But I'm not seeing any actual food. It's just ingredients. So I'm just very disappointed. I'm looking around in the pantry, and it's the same deal with the pantry. There's just ingredients. And I'm also just seeing canned food like beans and canned pineapples and canned mangoes and stuff like that. And I'm just not interested in that stuff. I wanted like something simple to eat, like a graham cracker or something, or some peanut butter crackers, you know? And at this point my mom comes into the kitchen, and I didn't even know she was home. I guess she had gotten home, but she's in there and she's like, "Can I make you something to eat?" And I'm just sitting there. I'm just feeling my head hurt even more, just like thinking about that question, because like, what is there to eat? I do not want to eat anything that's inside of this house. Like, I just want some peanut butter crackers. And I tell my mom that I want some peanut butter crackers, and like a couple seconds later she gets me some. And at this point I wasn't really feeling it. Like, it was kind of wearing off. But my mom looks at me, and she looks at me in my eyes, and she's like, "What are you on?" I'm just like, "Oh, nothing." She's like, "Are you tripping?" And I guess my pupils were big. I was like, and I was kind of having a little anxiety attack at this point, but she just told me to go in my room. So I went in my room. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go to sleep now. And after I ate, I was feeling a lot better, and it was kind of wearing off, so I was able to fall asleep. And that is the end of today's story. If you guys want to know when I'm posting stories, follow me on Instagram. It's just Dankityspankity, but there's an underscore between Dankity and Spankity. But yeah, this is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, and peace.